here's my interview of the biggest UK news reporters, The Echo and BBC Radio Merseyside. I know it might be boring to some of yous, but to others it might be very interesting, as I do talk about things I don't normally touch on within my content. I want you guys to get a better understanding of me and build a closer relationship by the things I talk about, and I want to become as transparent as possible. That is my aim, to make the Stillgang one big family and as strong as it can be. I hope you enjoy the vid, and if you drop us a cheeky subscription, I'll love you forever. I mean, I do already. Alright, play the video.
Do you want to just start by telling me who you are?
Yeah, 100%. My name's Ryan. I'm also known as Stillryan on social media platforms. I've got a following of over 500,000 across all social media. I'm verified on Twitch. I started my journey through gaming.
What kind of games do you play?
I vary through games. My personality differs. It all depends on how I'm feeling in that day. So I will generally never play a game if I don't feel like it. So I'll play Rocket League, FIFA, Call of Duty. I like playing team-based games. I like communicating and like playing with people.
Would you say that people watch you more for your personality than what you're playing?
100%, 100%. My community have built off me, not the game itself. Now people do come and go for the game, but me as a person, I feel like people connect to me because I can relate in certain situations.
And when did you start streaming?
I started streaming 3 years ago. Went full time 11 months ago. It's been an amazing journey. Ups and downs have been fantastic. Being a local Scouse lad, bringing Liverpool up there with the content scene, it's an amazing feeling, and especially with the community I've got.
And what made you start? Why did you start?
Oh, that's a very great question. You know what? That's an unbelievable question. Why did I start? So I started the whole publishing content because I went through a tough time on my own, and I said to myself, I never want anyone to go through a tough time again on their own. So I created the community called Stillgang. You've got it right here on the left crest. I created this place where people can be themselves, have down days, have up days, but share them days all together. So if you have a down day, we have a down day together. We get in our comfies, we watch Netflix and we get the jellies. If we have a good day, we celebrate that good day. We do it together as a team, as a family, and that's what the Stillgang are, and that's why I created them. That's why I created content on social media.
If you don't mind me asking, what kind of tough times were you going through?
Tough times, growing up as a teenager, girls, confidence, anxiety. It happens, it's real, it's normal. You see me going out in the public, you might think he's got all the confidence in the world. I still get nerves, still get excited.
Yeah, and how important is it that you sort of offer that getaway for people who may be going through other stuff that they don't want to talk about necessarily?
It's so important. It's a distraction, but it's not a hard away distraction. It's a put it to the side and deal with it when you're ready. Don't put it to the side and ignore it. That's why I've created this community. So if you are going through a crap day and you are having an awful day in the office, come in the Discord call with me and my friends and my mods and my admins and the family Stillgang, and have a chat and be yourself, and then go back to it in an hour with a fresh head and a clear mind. Attack it with a fresh head.
And is anyone welcome?
Anyone is welcome. Anyone. I don't care who you are, what you do, you are welcome. Anyone. The Stillgang is open to everyone. We've got everyone around the world involved in the Stillgang. I've recently on my TikTok been getting a lot of comments. Hi, I'm from Saudi Arabia. I love your accent. I love that. You love the Scouse accent. Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, you mentioned about putting Liverpool on the map, and that's something that really doesn't exist. There's only maybe a handful of big content creators in Liverpool. Like even myself, I spoke to you at length. Like I couldn't name more than maybe 10. How important is it for you to be part of that quite exclusive group? It's important because it shows a pathway that it is possible to follow your dreams. You can do it. You can go for it. Take that step if it's your passion. It's not just content creation. There's editing, there's videographers, there's audio management, there's journalists, there's gaming journalists. You can follow a different career path. It's not just a content creator. But being in that movement to get content creation out there, as someone from Liverpool, a local lad, working class background, it feels amazing. A little lad coming up to me asking for a picture because he admires me because I play a game he loves, and he laughs at my streams and my content. That feeling's like gold. You can't value that feeling. It's better than gold. You can't value it. It's like a warm heart feeling. It's like when you hug your mother and you feel safe. It's that feeling. It's weird. Is that feeling amplified because of this city? Because this city is special for stuff like that?
This city shows a lot of support. The Scousers get behind each other, and even if you're not Scouse and you come in, people treat you how you want to be treated. So I've came across a lot of Scousers, I've came across a lot of non-Scousers who treat you the exact way you treat them, because it's all about respect. It's a people world. At the end of the day, you're Scouse or not, it's a people world. You talk to someone how you want to be talking back, and that's as simple as it is.
Yeah, definitely. This morning when you were, well, I think it was this afternoon actually, but when you were talking to the big group, you said something about how you would guide a 14-year-old who's like trying to start streaming. What kind of thing would you say to that person? I'd
replicate exactly what I said this morning. Go into it as it's your passion. Don't go into it money orientated. Make something where you can get a finance and keep that as a hobby, because I don't want you relying on your hobby and your passion for a financial income. That's not what you want, because then you'll start stressing and you'll start, I have to stream, not I want to stream. Go into your hobby. Even if it's not content creation, you can take this concept, this blueprint, and put it into anything else. Stay in it because it's your passion and you love it. Create a financial income somewhere else so you're not dependent on your hobby for finance. That's the biggest struggle a lot of people do. They go into the hobby, start earning a bit of finance, go full time, the finance goes away, they start stressing, bills start adding up, they're like, what am I doing? I hate my hobby, I don't like it anymore. It's not that you hate it, it's just that you're relying on it. It's always been something you love going to, not something you love staying. Everyone thinks, loads of followers, you've got money. No, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not. You've got to work hard, you've got to put them graft days in when you don't want to. And especially when it's your passion, it hurts a lot more. However, yeah, money struggles are real. They are. It's hard to follow your dream and create an income, especially for content creators. It's juggling. It's about organising your day, juggling and finding the right places for yourself.
And how did you sort of learn that mentality before approaching going full time? Like, what kind of people did you speak to?
I learned the mentality myself, I'm going to be honest. So I've never spoke about this, but throughout my childhood, I've just been that confident, loud kid who's always attracted the attention to laugh at him instead of being it laughing at me, laughing with me, making jokes, always making the first joke. And that's just through school building characteristics. But an incident happened a few years ago where I got my head punched in, I got jumped, and that knocked me right down. So I used to be this bubbly kid, then I just plateaued and went down. And that incident made me realise, step back, stop being a energetic, I don't know the word, stop being a, without swearing, I don't know the word, like,
you can swear if you want.
Stop being a tit and start managing your energy. So I put it into content, I put it into videos. I started, instead of doing loud funny stuff, not filming, I just done it on camera and portrayed my positives and characteristics of myself into content. It sounds weird, but after that event, my confidence went down and I had to rebuild slowly, and getting back into gaming and talking to the lads and chilling slowly built it back up.
So would you credit gaming and the community that you've established with helping you get back to that level?
I'd credit the internet. I'd credit the internet. Speaking about it, I never spoke about it for months. Yeah, I never spoke for about a month, but I've got a best friend who I started this with. He was with me by my side, named Leighton. He's my best mate. Went through school, weren't as close. As we left school, we were best mates, playing games all the time. He's been by my side non-stop, and I've got a load of other friends by my side now. I can name them all, Tyler, loads. You know what I'm saying? But I used to go on calls with him till like 4 AM talking nonsense all morning. It was amazing. That feeling, the happiness of like, we got our first PCs together. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it now. We got our first PCs together and we were on Rocket League and CSGO all night, and it made me happy again. That lad made me happy again. He is what I call, I love him. I love him. Leighton, if you do watch this and it does get published, I love you.
Is Leighton streaming still?
Leighton doesn't stream. I've always encouraged him to do it, but he hasn't. He doesn't want to. He's a behind the scenes guy, you know. He likes being behind the scenes. I'm not going to push him to stream. I'd love him to, but if he does, we'll back him.
Yeah, absolutely. And your biggest following's on TikTok, if I'm
yeah, 360,000.
Yeah. How did that start?
Gaming. Rocket League. I used to do
clips, was it?
I used to do energetic clips. I'd be like, a crap goal would go in, and I'd be like, oh my god, no way, and do opposite reactions to the gameplay, and it blew up, and it started getting loads of recognition, and people were like, oh my god, look at this lad, Scouse lad, energetic. I seen a gap in the market, loud, energetic Scouser. There weren't many, and there still isn't many, and I went and attacked it, and I'm here today creating IRL videos, got at my own editor, creating memories, having fun times, chasing my dream. I'm loving every minute of it. It's just mad how I can go from Rocket League to I'm here now in this interview. What's going on? You know what I mean? It's crazy. You blink your eyes and you miss it all.
Yeah, you're only 20, right?
I'm 20 years of age, turning 21 in August. So if you've got any presents for me,
when in August?
20th.
Oh, I'm the 5th.
The 5th
of August. Yeah. But like with TikTok and that, how draining does that get?
So social media is draining. It's a lot of energy, I'm going to be honest. It is very sometimes draining, and you need to know when to come away from it and when to go back to it. It's all about time frame.
How do you manage it?
I manage it. I'm never off it. Now, mentally, like, yeah, I will have days where I crumble and I'm like, oh, and I'm tired and I'm drained, and people will say, you play video games, all you do is shoot videos. The realistic reality about being in the public eye is you're always being judged. Now, I used to suffer with my weight. Never spoke about this once again. I used to suffer about my weight. But as I've grew into social media, I've learned no one's opinion really matters apart from your own. The positives are nice, but as Gary Vee says, if you listen to the positives, you take advice from the negatives. So if you don't listen to none of them, you don't like, just focus on your own, you know what I mean? So if you say, oh, someone says you're going to be top of the game, and you listen to that, you're going to listen to the negative feedback. So if you don't listen to none of it, it doesn't matter you. And that's the way I am now. I'm tunnel vision. I've got my goals. I want to retire my mum and dad. That's my main goal. I want to retire my mum and dad. And I'm just trying tunnel.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking to you and like the guys you work with is fantastic. Like, how important is your like small team that you've ended up having?
My team's amazing. Most of the stuff wouldn't happen. However, for a long time I've been a one-man band, and now only as I've grew, I'm starting to get that team feeling. It's an amazing feeling seeing people with my work rate, like my editor, people that want to push me, people that believe in what I'm doing, people that see the end goal and they're like, that is it. Because after I retire my mum and dad, I want a Stillgang mall, I want a gaming centre, Stillgang merch, which is out soon, Stillgang this, Stillgang that. The Stillgang's a family. The Stillgang's going to be everywhere. I promise you, I can put a date on it, just don't know when yet.
Well, that's all I'll take from you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Just say your name and your role, if that's all right.
So basically, I'm a local lad from Liverpool who's a content creator, 20 years of age. I'm known as Ryan, or Stillryan on the internet.
So tell us, Ryan, how you got involved with what Tranmere are doing.
So basically, I got a message off young Hayden, and he said, there's an aspect to gaming you haven't learnt yet. You've grown an audience, you've created content, but there's another side to it, B-Tech. So I thought straight away, something new I can learn and I can offer to my community if I learn it to a good standard.
What got you into gaming?
Well, as I'm speaking in a minute, I am going to mention this. Gaming is a place for everyone. People love it, people come and go, people spend that hour of the night. What got me into gaming is I've always played it since a kid. It's always been a safe haven for me. You know, your mum and dad are arguing, you put your headset on. You know, something's happening, you want to escape reality, you go on the game. You socialise with friends, it's an amazing feeling. The feeling it gives when you win that final game and you and all your mates are laughing, cheering on the mic, that's the reason I got into gaming.
And for those people who perhaps aren't too familiar with gaming, how big an industry is it?
Gaming's massive. There's multiple games, there's different genres, there's different games you can play. There's so many avenues in gaming nowadays, especially with the B-Tech courses people are offering. It is unbelievable. It's endless. If you just type in gaming on Google, everything will come up. Anything related to gaming will come up. It's massive.
And why should people take gaming seriously as opposed to thinking, well, this is just a fad?
It's not why you should take it seriously. You don't have to get involved if you don't want to. It's just an avenue you can go down. It's something you can enjoy on your own, or you can socialise with other people. If you have an awkward feeling meeting people face to face, I totally understand. It's normal. I get that sometimes. I'm nervous now speaking to you. It's a normal thing, but it's a safe option. It's not going in the public meeting a stranger. You can go online, and if you don't like it, you can click X, you can click cancel, you can click leave the call. It's all in your control.
What will it mean to you and the gaming industry to have a centre in Wirral and in Merseyside?
It'll be amazing. I'm not going to lie, I've got a young audience. I know a lot of them are through Liverpool. They're based in the Wirral, they're based in Merseyside. It's an amazing opportunity for them to come down and get involved, but I'm so confident that there's going to be more like this. It's not just going to be one. It's not just going to be you're after going to go through the tunnel. I'm pretty sure soon enough in Merseyside there's going to be a lot dotted over.
How in demand do you think this centre is going to be?
Well, I think the demand is going to raise, and that's why the centres are going to get built more and more and more. I honestly think not other clubs and other organisations are not far behind. When you think about it, it helps with mental health, it helps raising people, it keeps them out of trouble. It's brilliant for everything, so I can't see people not getting involved.
What does it mean to have a club like Tranmere Rovers really get behind this and fly the flag?
It means good. It shows very positive things about Tranmere, I'm not going to lie, and that's why I've jumped involved and I've got involved with Tranmere. I think it's a great opportunity. If people do see this, I think it's confidence behind the club Tranmere, and it allows gamers to follow.
Brilliant. And what would your message be to those people who haven't tasted gaming and perhaps would like to come to somewhere like this to do it for the first time?
Give it a go. There's no negativity in it. Give it a go. If you don't like it, you can leave it. If it's not for you, you're not going to be judged. It's a non-judgmental area. It's a safe haven. You can connect with a lot of people, and you might find that game, and you might get a little competitive while you're at it. Enjoy it.
Might be playing you.
Might be playing me, but I'm not going to lay back. I might beat you on them. I'm not going to lie.
Thanks for your time, Ryan.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Good man.